Here we are back at the Mecha Team Leader by LEGO Fortnite. This is set number 77078. Contains 2,503 pieces. Retails for $249.99. The set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Thank you, LEGO. And yeah, that's what we're building today, unfortunately. And this is what I've done so far. And so far, the build is not too good. It's just because I'm not interested. This wasn't too bad. I was kind of focused on building this. This is kind of cool. And then we did part of the cockpit for the mech, and this wasn't too fun. And this piece here, and we just put that on the other day. And there's no stickers on that, but there is a few sheets of stickers. I mean, that's not bad. This is very mild for the size of the set. Very mild indeed. And yeah, and then so today we're going to be focusing on bags 3 and 4 in this installment. But like I mentioned, this is not really the set that I wanted to build. So it's kind of like this set needs to be sent back to the island of misfit toys. Okay, let's begin with bag 3. Let's build it. Now I know we're going to be continuing back on with this, and I think this is meant for the minifigure to stand on. So I think that's what that's for now. I think. And yeah. Now, Jay, why aren't you excited about the set like the other guys? It's just not my thing. I decided just to kind of get this done. I'm starting doing my tax work because we've just pretty much finished up the second quarter. So I don't want to get too far behind on taxes, so I can pay the rich people next year, the wealthy. So I got to get all that done. But, you know, that's just how life is, I guess. That's how life is now, not how life was before. And yeah, so it looks like we're continuing on with the torso thing today. And you know what? Before I get going here, let's get the ring light set up. Quick rundown of what I'm doing. I'm still working on tutorials. Just got a rough guide written up. That means that the guide is pretty much done. Just got to clean up some stuff and, well, put it together. And if you're on my YouTube members, you're going to see it. I'm going to be a little behind, but don't worry, you're going to get your weekly early release. Okay, so that's basically what I'm trying to focus on now. And so if you're watching and thinking, yeah, you're kind of getting behind, that's because I want to give you a new tutorial. I got one other one, but I kind of release them at different times. I don't want to just make it all the same old thing, so that's what I'm trying to do now. Yeah, so I'm just want to get done with 2 more bags today. There's a lot of sand blue in this one. And I'm really just hoping to, you know, the color palette is not exciting, is it? I really just want to start getting back into my stuff of build, you know, my builds, but I can't right now. Got to have your vegetables before dessert. So I'm hoping to breeze through this one today. I may do another one a little later. Try to do 2 builds. This one should have no more than 10 to 12 build installments. For 2,500 pieces, how do I plan these out? I just have to kind of guess at how many pieces it's going to, you know, how many installments it's going to take to complete it. And back to the tutorial stuff, though. That stuff I really want to work on, and it's just kind of just bothering me. I've been going through stuff. I ran across a box of receipts just for this year, and today is the 26th or the 27th. I don't remember. Let me look here so I can mark it. Okay, today's the 27th of July 2025. So I've been trying to it's Sunday, And I'm trying to get a lot of stuff going here. I'm trying to get a tutorial done today. I gotta film another one. I got another vehicle tutorial that I want to start working on. But yeah, I got this right now in the way, so I cannot do that. Well, at least we got some color here. That's kind of a nice combination color. You got to do your Technic. These are good for like making fake awnings for trailers and stuff. So I'm really want to get back into film. So I got one item that I'm building for a larger mock, and then I have a car that I want to build. It's a newer version. It's a newer style of car, not a recolor. And yeah, that's what I'm starting to shoot for today, and it goes in the third hole. Doesn't matter which way your notch faces. And yeah, if you're like me and you want to build your own stuff, you know, yeah, there we go. You know, this is not by all means anything exciting. Okay, now it looks like we're moving on to another half here. I could just hear like Janet going, "Oh, this one doesn't look too good." Yeah, no, this one's built a little differently, so it's not obviously not a mirror or a reflection or a clone. But you know, it's here. This is the one I didn't want, so we already got it here. I got to do it. But my goal is today is to finish up doing tutorials. I'm going to try to build another vehicle. I have not worked on the camper yet. I'd like to get started on that, but I'm going to wait till after I get this big set done first before I start on the camper. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this one first, then the camper. And I think what I'm going to do for YouTube memberships is I'm going to put a parts list on the memberships tab. And if you're on PC or Mac, you can download it. Maybe you could do it on a phone. I don't know. I've tried on the mobile app. It won't let you download for some reason. I want it to be a downloadable. It's like an infograph that you can download the parts list. So it's just a page of the building guide. Of course, I could upload. I wish I could upload PDFs, but they won't allow me to do it. Alright, so we cannot do that. And then now it looks like we're putting in Technic pins in here. This right here is just kind of like a boring set. I lost interest when we started getting to the dull colors, and this is not it. You know, this is not helping. Especially with the Technic. We got to build a mirror or something here. Yeah, let's do that. The one that's, I mean, they're like this. So we'll just do it like that then. And yeah, I mean, I've had some that say, Jay, you know, let me get a little bit closer for you here. You know, you gotta like every set LEGO sends you. I can't. This is one of them here. This is like the Island of Misfit Toys. I gotta rotate these around. I don't want to do it. Okay. This hollow stud goes here, so on the other one it goes over here. Alright. Yeah, but mine hangs down. Oh, it's supposed to hang down. Be very careful. You won't be able to press right on that. You're going to have to hold these now. I thought there was something at the bottom, but... Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, I did it wrong. This is supposed to go up here like that. Okay. Like this. Okay, how silly of me. I don't care if they're lined up right now. We'll line them up a little later. So I'm going to try to get this one done so I can get back to the building guide. Right now I have 13 minutes on this memory card. I thought I had more. I think this is the one I had 20 minutes on. I thought I had an hour, but apparently I don't. You know, for something that's not so exciting, yeah. I may have to stop and clean off more memory cards. But hey, at least I'm cleaning off memory cards. How did that roll in there? But this is, like I said, I know I'm harping on it, but this is not a fun one today. Well, Jay, you know, you have to like the game. I play the game. Fortnite's okay, I just really can't get it. I have the Founders Pass or something like that back when you had to buy actual Fortnite. So yeah, this faces outwards, so just make sure your things are facing outwards. This one's done here. Okay, and yeah, and then now we got to marry these two together, so let's let these two get acquainted with each other. It's supposed to go right there. Making sure I get that in right. I hate Technic with a passion, so you're going to have to wiggle. If yours can't go in like mine, you're going to have to wiggle and jiggle pegs. Just wiggle and jiggle until they go in, and then just bloop, right there. Okay? No, just wiggle and jiggle. I get some that say, Jay, I can't get it in there. Wiggle and wiggle it in. Just wiggle. Oh, it works. Yeah, just wiggle it in. That's the only advice. That's the only professional advice I can give you. There's some that do this professionally and they give you all this hodgepodge. No, I just tell you to wiggle and jiggle. As you're trying to line up all those pegs and the holes. Yeah, it's like something you'd see like in Star Wars or something. Well, this ain't I'd rather do Star Wars than this. And I'm not a fan of Star Wars sets. I do have the Death Star. Kind of wish now I'd had, I don't know if I even have that documented or not. I don't think I do. The Death Star. But that was a really interesting build. Star Wars sets, though, if you're really into the theme, are really good. Really good builds. But for me, I'm just not interested in them. I can't like everything. Alright. Okay. And these go here. Well, just one of them. So yes, I am going to be placing an order for parts for those who like to see my part hauls. A lot of these pieces that I need are going to be for future stuff. That's how I usually buy things for prospective projects. A lot of this stuff is going to be oddball colors, you know, like this. So I always hope sets like this has parts that I could use. And yeah, so some of my tutorials are going to get pretty wacky here. And don't worry, stuff like this that are really not common, I'm not going to use these just yet. It's tempting, but I'm not going to be that mean. And once I see parts on Pick-a-Brick, then I know the tutorial is eligible for release. Because if you don't have access to the parts, well, that's... I put that in the wrong place. And that's on me. And yeah, the set does come with a brick separator, so if you make mistakes like I do, you're fine. You got the tools. Okay. So I know I'll have to switch memory cards here in a bit, but if I don't have any more things cleaned off, then I'm going to be in deep doo-doo today. Means I'll have to take a break in between this to clean off a memory card. Right now I was processing or proofing a video. Oh, that's so that's what they call ink gold. They use ink to make that. I thought that was like, well, that's kind of like an interesting brown, but no. Okay. Okay, I did look more into the parts in the back of the book for this set, just to see if it had any more parts for tutorials. This one actually does have some parts that I desperately need to finish up some tutorials. So you my viewers may be in luck. But if I decide to put these tutorials, this one probably will not be released until 2030. So when I put them on YouTube memberships, I was thinking if I have projects that are 5, 10 years in advance, I may just do that. It looks like it snaps here. It doesn't really show you here, but I'm assuming it snaps there. Alright, and then now this goes on to that. So let's let these two things get acquainted with each other. So we got it going like this, and it's got to go like that. So let's put that in there. That's if we can get it in there. It's going to fit in there, and it's got to line up like that. And you're going to have to muscle that in there. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Doesn't look pretty, does it? This doesn't look... Honestly, this doesn't look too fun. Okay, now it looks like we're doing some kind of shield on the front here. But yeah, I'm trying to get done with a bunch of other things, and doing my own projects is fun. I just gotta get this one, but this one's not too smurfy. I don't think I've seen these before. Be good for like rocks or something for a forest. Okay, and then this goes like that. So this is gonna lock that in there. Yeah. Did I miss something here? No. We got cross axles. We haven't gotten that far yet. I'm just kind of reading a few pages ahead. Yeah. I can't wait to get this one done. Oh, Jay, you can survive it. I know I can. I just don't want to do this one. If anybody says that this is going to be fun, then they must really like this. I could think of other things to be doing. Alright, now you got to rotate it around, and you got to shove these in there. So I think that's what's going to lock in those red Technic pins. So this is not meant to come apart. You're really going to have to push those in there. I mean, really good. I got one in, so we obviously know they fit all the way. You're really going to have to muscle it in there. And just to make sure that we're all the way in, just take the side of your brick separator and just really force that in there, just to make sure it's flush with the side. And that's it for bag 3. I mean, it's built good. I mean, here's the deal. We're still looking at build quality, right? This is not an interesting build for me, but build quality. The sword does seem kind of fragile, but this right here obviously is meant for play. We haven't done anything with this yet, so there's obviously more going on with this. And that's what we have remaining there. Alright, I think we're going to finish this up with bag 4. I had to switch memory cards. And while I'm unbagging this, everyone, thank you to my main channel contributors. That's always a blessing to see. I've been seeing some new names up there, as well as veteran contributors, which is always cool. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and Rebrickable customers, and everyone who likes, comments, and subscribes across all my social media. Okay, so that always helps. Big help. That means I could focus more on customs and less on this stuff. And I've never seen a part like that before. And no, those contributions do not go for set reviews. LEGO's got that covered. That's why they're on the list. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm not, you know. And even if it's a set that I want, that's mostly going to go towards writing up building guides, making things free for everybody eventually. I want to make all this more as a fan-funded channel than ad-supported. You know, that kind of thing. So I don't know what we're building here. Maybe it could be a shoulder pad. We don't know. So that's my intent, is to make everything like that eventually, in just, you know, something like what PBS does, if that's still going to be around in a few years. So hopefully we can do that. But no, I'm not going to hold telethons and stuff, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm hoping to get this one here done. And yikes! Oh my goodness, look at that. If you do not like Technic, stay away from this one. Oh my goodness, we got to build 2 of them too. Double the fun, huh? We hadn't even done anything yet. We're doing double the fun here. I could be out camping or hiking or something. What am I doing? This today. Because I have to get it done. Yeah. Oh, and yes, also the contributions. I don't have to do so many set reviews. That means we could do more of this other stuff. Unless you like the style of video, I appreciate it. But back to tutorials and stuff. I'm really just trying to get things going here. Let's line all these up. See, these are new pieces. I've never seen these before. So I'm hoping to get all that stuff done. Okay, so it fits in like that. Just got to stick them in a little bit. Yeah, I kind of miss those days when my dad and I would go camping together without the gals. Well, those days are long gone, but I miss those. Now I just more or less a workaholic, which I'm trying to not do so much of. Work is work, but in my family, we're all workaholics. I try to not be like that. But it could be worse. I know somebody who, personally, that her boyfriend does not want to work, and he collects disability because he's lazy. I'm like, I want to be lazy. Alright, so we got to have the ear here, the yellow ear from the void come out and say listen. Well, we'll be listening here, so here we go. It looks like the cog portions are going inside like this. But how does that fit together? Oh, because we're not done yet. There's a part that goes on here. This goofy thing. So it goes like that upside down. And then we stick these in here. You ready? Here we go. You ready? Okay. You got to do... Now you're not going to get double the fun. Remember, we got to make 2 of them. So we're going to do 2. We're going to have to do 4 clicks. Okay. And of course, those things only probably go in one way. Oh, those are kind of really stiff there. And then these, I'm going to hold it like that, making sure, because I know if I'm going to get confused, somebody else will too. And this just fits in here. Okay, it just sits in there like that. So we'll just set that in there. Is there any? Oh, and then we gotta get a Technic nail to put in there. So let me set that in there real quick. I don't want to put it like that, like this. And a 4-stud long Technic nail. And then we'll just stick that in the hole there. Well, I'm going to attempt to. See, I got it in backwards. Whoops, my bad. I didn't mean to put it in backwards for you. Yeah, you might need to get another set of hands for this and just rotate this thing around. Man, that does not want to go in there, does it? You're going to have to rotate these. Okay, I'm going to line it up with this key here. Like that? I wonder if that would help. See if that goes in there. No, that still doesn't fit. Okay, what if I go like this? Put the key at the top. No, it still doesn't. But what if I come in here slightly and do that? Okay, when you do yours, you're going to have to rotate these just to make it line up. No easy way. See how mine is like that? LEGO doesn't show you that, but I'm going to try to hold it up straight close. It's kind of offset a little bit. And then you shove your Technic nail in there. So like this guy here is offset. See, it's offset the other way, but it doesn't matter. Does it matter which way we do it? Not really, but let's make it match. Let me find that other nail here. Here I'm limited on memory card space, and yeah, you can't get your pin and just rotate it until it goes in and then push it in. So that's this other one. So they should look like this. Okay. Hey, at least I'm showing you how to do that, because even I was getting kind of confused there. And then we take this piece we were just messing with, and you flip it around and you set these in here like that. Whoops, we got to be careful with that there. May need to get the brick separator to push that back in. Okay, there we go. And then now we got to make another one of those to put back on here. Hey, I mean, now I see why people watch this channel, because I found I'm the only one that does this. It's sad that, let's speed through it. Well, no, that doesn't do any good for me, because I'm the only channel that does this for out of all the LEGO channels. It's all about, some people don't want to hear themselves talk. And that's what that looks like. This goes here. And some people just don't want to have to do the commentary. Just tell stories. I mean, it doesn't have to be LEGO. Well, this is obviously, I don't want to mess with that just yet. Looks like something you'd see like on a train or something. Okay, now we're back to regular LEGO again. Okay, that's good. This is back to familiar territory. And put this on the bottom now. So now it looks like we're fortifying the bottom of this thing up here. Yeah, so it's this is not something for the faint of heart, to be honest. If you're not interested, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of bored with this one today. But for those who want this set, you like it, cool. I mean, I tip my hat off if you like this stuff. Sometimes I don't know what I'm getting when LEGO sends it to me. I just like, okay, they're sending me a Fortnite set, cool, and not knowing what it is exactly. You know, that kind of thing. I have no clue. Well, now I know what it is, but it's here, because this is the one I was trying to tell them, no, don't send it. I've got too much on my plate, and it was too late, so it's here. And I'm not going to be a douchebag about it and say, oh, I'm not going to do it, because it's here. It's an obligation. Of course, you shouldn't feel like that about a set, but if you're buying this, obviously you're interested in the build. That kind of thing. All right, and then after we got that on the top, we got to put more of these angular plates. These are good brackets. If you're into building snot stuff or cars, those are really helpful. Now, I'm going to be honest, though, from what I can tell, though, the build quality on this is really good. It's not. This thing's built for play, obviously. So even though I'm disliking it, you know, there's always, the stickers are very mild. I haven't had anything crumble apart. This could still definitely be a 10. We don't know. It's still, if I had to go on just that alone, except for interest, you know, for my personal interest, this would still be this is probably about a mid-10. It's still to that point where it's not really falling apart. It's not crumbling in my hands. Looks like it's the same on both sides. This is a set here that it's built well. The only thing I wish it did have, though, is group build. It does not have that. So sadly, this set does not have that on here at all. Oh, and the back side is the same. So let's do this one here real quick. I was looking at thinking, well, we got mirrors here. And then now we put this here. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is focus on doing just 2 bags each installment. It should give us 10 installments for this. The bill will be dragged out a bit more, but that's fine. Okay, I'm making sure here. Yeah, they're both the same. All right, so. But yeah, I'd rather be doing something else, though, to be honest. In all fairness, though. I mean, like I mentioned, if you're interested in this, cool. You know, there's not a one-size-fits-all thing. And then after that, we rotate it over and put it like that, I guess. If you're looking for some sand yellow or sand blue, there you go. A lot of sand colors. And then now we got to get this acquainted with this. Now, where does this go exactly? Okay, so this is the lower torso. The pelvic bone, maybe? I think, Janet, you were a nurse, so you should help me out with that there, if you don't mind. So, yeah, that goes there. I mean, let's push it in. Obviously, looks like there's going to be something locking that in there. It looks like it's in there pretty good. I mean, the big pieces are not hard to put in. Are the instructions easy to follow? Yes. For the most part, yes, they are. Okay, and yeah, there is pieces that go in the side. We just got to build 2 of them now. So, I mean, like I said, though, I'm building it. I'm not too interested in this set. But I'm looking at build quality. My build experience is kind of just bored. Build quality is really good. And play value, I'm sure this is going to be more like the Transformer set. Anybody remembers that? Okay, and put that there, because this, I bet, is going to go on the sides here to lock all that together. And then once we get those done, yes, that's exactly where they go. They go in here, like that. That'll lock the lower torso pelvic bone together. Except mine's not going in all the way. Uh-oh, what happened? Do I have to wiggle and jiggle? Do I have to get the hammer and pound it in? I actually have a ball peen hammer in here. There we go. You're just going to have to really force it in there, but that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. And this will keep this joint here from splitting apart. There we go. Yeah, if you noticed about the shout-outs that I do on the scrolly thing, yeah, it's always behind by a week or 2. Just because, like, I took 4 days off pretty much from filming, so that's pretty much what it is. And this is a good time as any to stop. So we really just kind of done the torso part. I think this is probably the back, and this is probably the front. Okay. And that's what we have remaining for bag 4. And I thought I had a container in here full of random pieces. Summation of Thoughts. Yeah, the set is just, I'm not really too interested in the build, but build quality seems pretty good, except for that coming apart. But I pulled it apart, but I have a feeling, though, obviously there's going to be something connected there to lock that in. So we're not quite done with it yet, so we can't grade on that because I did that. Yeah, stickers are mild. We didn't even touch any stickers. So this is not like a sticker fest in any way. And for the next part of the build, looks like we're building something here. And let's see what bag 6 has to offer. I have to clean off memory card space before we can even get to it. So bag 6 does something else here. We're maybe working on the same item. And I thought about breaking it down into limbs. Looks like a hand to me. Let's see here. But I mean, this part here doesn't look this one here looks kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, oh. Well, now we know what part it is. Probably the leg. That's exactly what it is. That wouldn't be too bad. So it's probably just the... It goes onto one of these. But yeah, I'd say build quality is pretty good. It's just not interesting. But this is starting to get some weight to it. But that's it for this installment. Tell me what you think so far. I mean, it's not really interesting to me, but it's still a robust build. We'll have to keep going. We can't judge the set until we're fully done.